Hello and welcome to Dil Ki Baat. When I say Dil Ki Baat, it means in this chat show, we will be talking with people who have made a great impact in their lives as well as in the lives of other people, and what all great work they have been doing with themselves. So that is what is Dil Ki Baat, and I just wanted to interact with people, to talk with people, to understand their lives, to understand what they have been doing with themselves. And I am Jyoti. I am inner transformation and wellness coach. I'm an author, I'm a teacher, and a motivational speaker. And today we have the most wonderful, charming, and energetic and a young personality in front of us. That is none other than Vaijayanti Bose, and friends call her as Viju or Viji. Hi Vaijayanti, how are you?
Viji, yeah, Viji.
Yeah, Viji. Viji is much
Hi,
more
hi.
easier.
I
Yeah,
call you Jyoti only. I prefer calling you Jyoti.
sure, sure.
I
Yeah.
know. Hello, Jyoti.
Hi, Vijayanti.
Pleasure being here.
Yeah. So, how are you doing? How are you? How was your day today? How was your day today?
Today, basically, I uh, I took it lightly today. I didn't do much. I just relaxed today because yesterday I tried out something new.
Uh-huh.
You know, uh, editing on Adobe Premiere Pro. So that was something that I had sort of kept for myself as a new challenge, which I wanted to pick up. So last night I spent quite some time on that. So today I took it easy.
That's so awesome. Even at this age, the way she pushes herself to take challenges, and I don't even know about her age. So let me request Viji to tell a little more about herself rather than me telling what she is and what is she been doing, what is her life. So Viji, please tell us a little about you.
Uh, First thing I decided to pivot in confidence and not to color my hair anymore. And look my age, which is 70 years,
70 years.
7 decades of life.
Oh wow.
Yes, 7 decades of life. Uh, I spent nearly 46 years out of that in a professional teaching career,
Mhm.
and I made a great success of that. And the last 36 years was in one school, which is G.D. Birla Center for Education, Kolkata, which is a very well-known school in the city. So I used to teach history over there. And when I retired officially in 2010 at 60 years of age, my management gave me the offer to continue
Mhm.
with my professional services. You know, from being a teacher on the rolls, I became a kind of uh, someone who extended my professional services in the same capacity, though. And I continued for another 10 years. I think I'm the only teacher in the whole of India who got that opportunity to
Mhm.
continue teaching my students for another 10 years till May 2020, when COVID disrupted the entire economy and our lives.
That's amazing. Like, no,
So
how
that
much
was my
impact.
journey as a
Yeah,
teacher.
great, great. And what after that? Usually, after retirement, especially women, like, okay, बहुत काम कर लिया. I'm going to take rest, and I'm going to. This is my time, and I want to just relax. So, but I know you have been doing so many things, and you have taken a different route or different journey altogether. You call it second innings. So, what have you been doing after retirement? So, how that
See, my
retirement?
second innings, yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
I will divide into two aspects. Okay.
Hmm.
Since you reach a point of time when you realize the importance of significance and contribution to society, you know,
Hmm.
that becomes very important, where you want to serve society, you want to share your experiential learning, you want to give back to society what the universe has gifted you with over the
Hmm.
decades.
Hmm.
So what I decided to do was to expand beyond my classroom, to encompass the larger world, especially women and teenage children. Because those are the people I have dealt with over the last few decades. And I was able to perceive and understand the problems that they faced, especially in interpersonal relationship between themselves, with their husbands, or with their in-laws. Because women in India, where I live and work, have these three very important relationships:
Yes, yeah.
with your in-laws, with your children, with your spouse, and then the workplace if you are a working woman. So, how to balance these relationships and integrate them in your life so as to minimize conflict and establish a bond of harmony and understanding.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to live in a joint family where my in-laws, both my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law, they took care of my daughter and freed me from many of household chores so that I could go and work. And I'm eternally grateful to them for that. So they were my support system. And I always appreciate them being a blessing in my life. Beyond the school, I moved to Rotary. I'm a Rotarian. From 2014, when a new club was formed, Rotary Club of Calcutta Samaritans, I joined there as Charter Secretary. And since then, my rise in Rotary has been meteoric, in the sense that the next year I became the president of my club. Then at the district level, I was given responsibilities of being what is called zonal secretary for 2 years, then assistant governor literacy. And next July, because 1st of July, we begin our new Rotary year, I have the honor of being what is called the assistant governor administration, where I will have 4 clubs working with me. I will be monitoring and generally facilitating to see that they drive them to be the best, drive themselves to be the best.
Awesome. So, who has been your inspiration in this journey? So, who was your inspiration? From where do you draw
See,
your
if it is
inspiration?
Rotary, if it is Rotary, then it is my brother-in-law and sister-in-law who were very active Rotarians, and Sundays I would see them going on to join some project or the other. It could be with a school, or it could be a blood donation camp or an eye camp, something which was constructive, something giving back to society, and they would dump their son with us. So that is how, we knew that they were so devoted and so dedicated to their mission that they were willing to even sacrifice their weekends for joining others who were like-minded volunteers to serve society, to give back to society. So that inspired me a lot. And I decided that when the time would come, maybe in the future, I too would join the movement. And it was a coincidence, I believe in coincidences. I believe that God sends us a kind of a sign that now is your time, And it happened in a very, very unique way, because one of the teachers in our school who was teaching in the primary section and normally would not have come to our staff room, which was for senior teachers, had come there for some reason. And I overheard her speaking to someone about a new Rotary club and that they were looking for members. So I asked her, are you looking for members, and is there any opportunity that I can join in? And she responded in a positive way, in a positive manner. And that is how I came and met the other members of the club and got into the movement, so to say. So that was so far as Rotary is concerned. Otherwise, my life's inspiration has been my father.
Yeah, I have
You
read
know,
the book.
we always, as girls, I'm sure it's been in your case also, as a girl, we
Yes.
always look up to the first man in our life.
Hmm.
He is the model. And my husband would always say that, why do you always compare me with your father? You know, I would always tell him, you my feet of stone. My father's always been on a pedestal. He says, for all women, it's been that.
I
So
do
my
the same
father
thing.
was I'm sure you resonate with that.
Yeah, yeah,
So my father was literally my model, role model, my friend, philosopher, and guide. And he pivoted. You read in my book how he left the army,
yeah.
took a leap of faith,
Hmm.
and joined the civil service, and went on to carve for himself a brilliant career,
Yeah.
right? Retiring as the special secretary to the governor of Tripura. So, from a very young age, see, I must have been around 9 years old at that point of time when our life completely transformed. It went topsy turvy, so to say.
Hmm.
I was in Convent of Jesus and Mary in Delhi.
Hmm.
Daddy was in the army. We shifted to Shillong. I joined a hostel Loreto. Dad went off to Arunachal Pradesh. So, what I realized through that major shift in our life, major change, that change should not be feared.
Hmm.
Change should not be something that you are afraid of. Yes, it is a leap into
Leap
what
of
is
faith.
unknown to you. It
Yeah.
is uncharted territory.
Hmm.
Yes. For my father, it was uncharted territory. He never knew about the area he was going to administer. But he realized that you can learn, you can get the skills, you can acquire the knowledge, which will equip you with all that you need to make a
Hmm.
success of that change in your life.
Yeah.
So, what is important, Jyoti, is to grasp opportunity,
Exactly. Yeah.
to seize the moment and make it your own. Stamp that moment with your own persona.
Yes, totally agree to this because usually we get tend to get scared of uncertainties and taking opportunities, leaving opportunities, giving an excuse that it is because of the family and this and that. Especially for women, we tend to make such excuses. So my next question is, ki you Vijay also dons the hat of a mind power coach. She calls herself mind power coach. So Vijay, my curious question is why mind power? What is that that gave you this like okay, I want to be this mind power? What is that special thing about it?
See, everything begins with the mind. What the mind conceives, believes, it can achieve. You know,
Hmm.
I believe that if you can visualize something, not in an abstract form, I don't believe in that. Okay. My vision is of something which I can tangibly see that if I do A, B, C, D, E, I will reach there. When I was writing my book, I knew that I would have to do A, B, C, D, E. My book will be published.
Hmm.
I know if I have to make a course, I have to do A, B, C, D, E. My course will be online. So,
Yes.
in that sense,
Hmm.
if you are able to have an idea of the direction you have to go and have clearly defined goals or steps, then you can achieve anything. So, mind is most important. Being a Bengali, being a
Hmm.
woman, I believe we empower Shakti.
Hmm.
So, what is Shakti? Shakti is your inner power, inner strength. And where does that inner strength dwell? It dwells in our mind. So, if we are able to acquaint that mind power,
Hmm.
it will give us that inner drive to take that next step. We just need to take one small next step. We don't have to know how far I have to go. If I'm driving a car, if I'm going a long distance, I know where my destination is, but I don't have to visualize every single stone and obstruction on the path. I just
Yes.
need to have a clear idea of what is the next,
Next.
maybe 1 mile, right?
Yeah.
So mind power, therefore, is very important. And see, especially in our Indian philosophy, there's a lot
Hmm.
of emphasis on awakening that mind power, awakening that inner energy. Because if your mind is strong, you are invincible. If your mind is strong, you become unstoppable. So, see, it's like a horse.
Yeah.
So, you have to rein in that horse.
Hmm.
Now, just as that horse does not look right, left, or center,
You have to
but
be
is forced to go
focused.
in one direction, so we too, yes, we too have to be that. We cannot let our mind wander.
Wander. Yeah.
So, we have to rein in our mind. We have to keep away distracting thoughts.
It's almost like
So,
training your
that is the
mind.
mind power,
Yeah, almost like
training,
training
yeah,
your mind. And
absolutely.
as it is said, the all the problems are not outside, but it is within. So channelize your
It's
thoughts
all
within,
within.
within. Set focus your mind or train your mind to look to look
Yes.
into the what are the problems or what steps you can take and how to reach your goal. So yeah, exactly
What are
like
the possibilities?
possibilities. Yes, possibilities to
What
move
are the
forward.
possibilities? See,
Hmm.
I I may meet with failure. I'm not
Yes.
saying that whatever I do is going to be a success,
Hmm.
but I have to come out of my comfort zone. I have to come out of my cocoon. I have to take the next step. That is it.
Yes,
If I
exactly.
can't do it on my own, I will take someone else's help,
Hmm.
someone who is better trained, someone who has maybe technical skills which I don't have. Because we are living today in an interconnected world, Jyoti.
Yes,
We are
yes.
living in an interdependent world, you know. So there has to be give and
Hmm.
take within the family, give and take between the husband and wife, give and take between the parents and the children,
Hmm.
give and take within the community members, anywhere you join a club, you join any office, unless that sense of vulnerability and give and take is there,
Hmm.
you cannot meet with success.
Yeah. So very rightly said. So I just had the opportunity of going through reading your book, which is I'm going. I am telling you that she's an budding, like just a newly launched author, and her book is Pivot to
Novice,
Confidence. Sorry, Pivot to
in
Confidence.
confidence, pivot
Pivot
in
in confidence.
confidence,
Sorry, pivot
in,
in
in,
confidence.
in.
Yeah, pivot in confidence. And I happened to read one chapter. I've yet not completed the entire book, but one chapter. And so there is a lot of the story of her father, how he has uh, pivoted to taken a challenge and moved to a different, totally different area and succeeded in that. And Vijay, you have taken women as your focus, women power as your focus, like women empowerment. Can you just throw some light on your book, like what gave you the idea of taking those stories, women's stories, as your
Yeah,
main core?
right, as my main leitmotif, yes.
Hmm.
You see, we live in a patriarchal society, okay?
Hmm.
India, basically, decisions are made by men. A,
Yes.
w- a woman may be highly qualified,
Hmm.
she may be uh, very talented, but sometimes decisions are taken by the men. For example, where are you going to buy a house? Okay,
Hmm.
what kind of a house? Those decisions should be taken by the men.
Yes.
Your interior design, what kind of curtain, what kind of, decorations you're going to have inside can be taken by the woman. So
Hmm.
that dichotomy is there.
Yes.
And it starts right, I think, from birth. That is something when you start differentiating between blue, a set of blue clothes for the boy and a set of pink clothes for the girl. I think it
Hmm.
begins from there.
Hmm.
That seed of discrimination is sowed into the minds of the children. Blue
Hmm.
for boys, pink for girls. Why? Why can't it be one color?
One color.
That is
Yes.
my question.
Hmm.
Yeah. my first opportunity to be a speaker, so to say, I never knew I could speak, that I may have that proficiency or talent. The first opportunity I found that revealed to me that yes, I may have that latent talent was, I think it was my final year in school, when for the first time we had a competition called an extempore competition, where you were given a topic and you had to speak non-stop for 5 minutes. And I remember the topic that was given to me, we had to pick up a piece of paper, from a plate. And what was written on the paper I picked up was, should boys and girls be taught the same subjects? I remember that.
Okay.
And mind you, this is 1966. I'm speaking of 1966, not 2021.
Okay.
That I got that sheet of paper. And I remember I just spoke non-stop, whatever was in my heart. I said, yes, boys and girls must be taught the same subjects. Because when they marry, or even if they don't marry, they need to have the basic life skills.
Yes, yes.
At home, they can work hand in hand. Alone, they can look after themselves. And it has been proved today, whatever I had proposed then is now accepted by the government of India today as the new education policy. Life skills, the same subjects, the same knowledge have to be taught to both boys and girls. Because the COVID has shown us no servants.
Yes.
No house helps. You have to chip in. Men, women, children, you have to chip in. So you have to know those basic life skills, right?
Yes. Right.
So it is from there that I believe, see, I am not a feminist in that sense, not the bra burning feminist, but I do believe that women have the right, in fact, it is their duty to voice what is in their heart, what is their passion, what is their dream, what are their likes, what are their dislikes, what are their interests, See, between me and my husband, we always had this open relationship. He's no longer there. I lost him on 19th April. And I've dedicated my book to him because he has literally been the wind beneath my sails. He has always supported me, boosted my morale whenever I was feeling low, and encouraged me to try out new ventures in life. So I was very lucky to have a man who supported me, and that is why I could join Rotary. I could join various other NGOs like Spick Mickey, Vichitra Pathshala, etc. Right? But in most homes, something, Jyoti, I won't generalize, but I have spoken to even many of our coaches today, women who are chartering out a new life for themselves.
Yes.
That they were stunted. They were stunted by their domestic environment. They may be working outside in academia or in a professional career or even in an MNC. But somewhere, what they wanted for themselves has been pushed into the background. Because they have had to align what they want with what their husbands want, what their children want. I'll give you one simple example. I believe in taking examples from my close inner circle, as you can see.
Yes, sure.
My Mashi, my aunt, maternal aunt, very, very distinguished academic. Okay. She was the head of the English department in Lady Bourbon College. Brilliant. Gold medalist, Presidency College. Husband was an IAS officer, very senior IAS officer. So when he was posted from Calcutta, which was his home state, as they say, okay, Yokada, he went to Delhi in a very high position, she went there, leaving everything behind,
Yes, yes.
making that sacrifice.
Hmm.
So that is what I mean to say.
And I
So
just,
somewhere you align your hopes and dreams with that of your husband or for your children.
or
I've
for
seen
children, yes.
many women, husband is working, say, in Bombay. The wife, instead of joining him there, she is in Calcutta because the children already are in schools or colleges here.
Yeah.
And you don't want to disturb them. You don't want to in any way upset their apple cart.
Exactly. Because
Somewhere it's always the woman.
yeah, it resonates so much, like, with my life also, like, leaving your profession, leaving your passion, what you wanted to do in your life, sticking to your, like, children's education, husband's job. So you have to juggle a lot between your house responsibilities and your professional career. You cannot leave anything. You have to, like, and still, if anything
Absolutely.
happens, but then you need to have your inner strength, and you need to have your, I think women develop that inner strength that way also. I think that
That's
inner
what I'm
strength,
saying.
yeah.
Woman is Shakti.
Yes.
Woman is Shakti. She draws upon her inner resilience
Yes, exactly.
to cope up with those changes in her life. But
Hmm.
somewhere deep in her heart, she remains unhappy.
Yes, yes, okay.
So you must have seen that's one story in that book. If you go further, once
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start reading,
Hmm.
one of the narratives is one of my students, Ruchi Chakravarti.
Hmm.
She was an architect and town planner, urban planner. Now she is in London. She's head of place shaping Westminster Council. But there was a time in her own journey
Hmm.
where she had to stay apart from her husband. Husband used to stay in another place, she used to stay in another place.
Hmm.
But she says that I was always driven.
Yes.
I have to do something. I have to follow my passion. I have to take the next step to fulfill what I see as my purpose and mission in life.
Yes.
And she was lucky that her husband
Hmm.
resonated with her need and her
Yeah.
vision. So they were away maybe for some time.
Yes, yes.
Both followed their own career path,
Hmm.
met during holidays. But that bond of love became stronger. Till later on, again, when they came together and moved in the same place.
Hmm.
So, as Ruchi says, is that I felt fulfilled in not only in my relationship,
Hmm.
but in my career,
Yeah.
in the work path that I had chosen for myself.
Yeah.
So my
So truly
story,
said.
therefore,
Hmm.
is that she had that strength of mind.
Strength of
She
mind.
had that mind power to
Hmm.
take that decision and to make her husband see her point of view and her in-laws also
Hmm.
accept her vision of growth for herself
Hmm.
and in the long run happiness of the family.
Exactly. So, if I say ki how to build a winner mindset to get success, so what will be your two pointers, your 2 points to for our audience, for our viewers, how to develop, how to build that winner mindset?
See, I was telling you again in my book, you will say there are three mindsets:
Hmm.
victim mindset, survivor mindset, and thriver mindset.
Yeah.
Victim is I cannot change my circumstances.
Hmm.
There's no way I can alter my state in life.
Yes.
I surrender to that.
Hmm.
Okay. And I blame everyone around me for my condition
Hmm.
because I am not strong enough to take the next step forward.
Yep.
Okay. Survivor is if I am able to face, fight, and come out of that situation.
Hmm.
But my mind is still full of fear that
Hmm.
I may regress back into that state.
Hmm.
So if I'm in that state of mind, I cannot thrive.
Exactly. Yeah.
I cannot live carefree.
Hmm.
My book, the full name is Pivot in Confidence, Live Carefree.
Yes.
When can I live carefree? If I can break the shackles
Hmm.
of fear, guilt, and remorse.
Hmm.
So, to have a winner mindset, you have to let go of your past, let go of your limited beliefs,
Hmm.
let go of your fears, let go of all the cultural conditioning
Hmm.
that you have
Developed with the through.
acquired
Yeah. Acquired.
during your early years in your
Hmm.
school, at home, in the community, through TV, through various external forms of information. You see, what our field says is that every experience gets stacked in our psyche, right?
Yes.
All the negative experience gets stacked.
Hmm.
And that keeps us very low as a person. And as a low state of mind, we cannot thrive. We cannot seek to break out of
Success.
those fetters or those
Hmm.
shackles that bind us. So, for a winner mindset, what is most important? Let go of the baggage of the past. जो कल हुआ सो हो गया.
Okay. Huh.
Forget it. As Buddha says, you are born each day.
Each
Each
day.
day is a new day in your life.
Hmm.
So take that next step. Why are you looking backwards to see over your shoulder what happened, what can happen?
Hmm. Such a
I
beautiful
have to
message.
look
Yeah.
forward.
Yes, such a beautiful message, Vaijayanti. And I think we are just coming to the end of our program. And thank you once again, Viji, for sharing your experiences. And first of all, accepting my request to join in my chat show. And once again, all the best wishes for your book. And guys, please take buy that book or go on Kindle. And is it on Amazon, Naviji? Is it on Amazon?
It's an Amazon.com, but
It's
that
an
is slightly more
Amazon.com.
expensive because I have
Yeah,
a huge, yeah,
yeah, it's
because I have a very
Amazon.com.
large
Yeah,
international,
yeah, it's available on
uh,
Kindle also. Kindle version is also
audience
there.
also.
So do read it.
Yes,
I read
yes.
2 chapters and it is amazing. And lot to learn how to build that winner mindset, how to overcome your limiting beliefs, how to get rid of your past, everything. Like it's so beautifully explained with examples. So definitely, I would recommend. Please have a look at that book, read it, and improve your lives, build a winner mindset to get all the success in your life. So thank you, Vizi. Thank you so much for
Let me
being
just
my
add
guest.
one line. I will
Yeah,
just
please. Yeah.
thank you. It's been a pleasure for me too. I will close on just one line. If you believe in something, half the battle is won.
Yes.
That
Totally
is it.
agree. Yes. Totally agree.
For a
And
winner mindset, start believing you can do it.
hmm,
I used to tell my students that when I used to enter the class every morning, I would tell them, this should be your mantra. I can, I will, I must.
I
So
must.
I literally would begin my day with my students. Now come on, stand up and say, I can, I will, I must.
Hmm.
I can do what I have to do. I will do what I need to do. And I must do what I have decided to do for that day. So
Yeah.
if you keep those three as your mantra, nothing can stop you. Because every little step that you take will take you one more closer,
Closer to your success.
you could say, mile to
My
your
yeah.
dream,
Yes.
fulfillment of your dream.
Thank you so much, Vizi. It was nice
Such a
having
pleasure.
you. And yeah, guys, please do watch this video and give us your feedback. How did you feel about this chat? And I will be seeing more of such
Yeah.
chats with
And can I
more
just
of
add
your
one
people.
more line?
Please do,
Jyoti,
please.
can I have
Yeah,
just
yeah.
one more line, please? I have that logo behind me. Mindscape is my practice. And you see that little child reaching out to that tree,
Yes.
the shape of a brain,
Mm-hmm.
but with leaves, evergreen leaves. So keep your mind fresh,
Fresh. Yeah.
open to new ideas. Don't let your mind stagnate. The more you reach out like a child, you're curious, you want to know more, you will thrive.
I think Vijay, we would
That's
love
my
to have
closing
you one
message.
more time. Yeah.
Thrive.
We would love to have you one more time. So I'll be reaching out to you very soon.
Maybe.
So yeah, lot to learn
Sure.
from you. So it was a wonderful, wonderful interaction with you.
Today
I
was
loved
about the
it.
book.
Yeah.
Today was about the book. Maybe another would be about
Another.
life
Yes.
lessons.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much,
much.
Jyoti.
Bye
It's a
bye.
pleasure.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.